Okay, we got it, guys. We got it. We got the word. We know what's happening now with Vancouver, Calgary. The game has been canceled. So, I said that we were going to do. I didn't even say anything. I didn't say we were going to do a stream or anything. We're going to do a stream because why not? We've got the thing loading up here. This is me. Pretty sure you can see that. That's me. But yeah, guys. Price X NHL, Caden Zest. Everybody's talking about how it's canceled. It is indeed canceled. But you know what? That doesn't mean we're not allowed to have a good time, have ourselves a stream, and have ourselves some conversation while we're at it. While we're just kind of, just chilling. There's nothing going on in the hockey world between Vancouver tonight. So I think we can just, just chill out, do some stuff. You might notice right off the bat that there's only one jersey hanging behind me here. I'm blind. Oh, hanging behind me over here. It's the Brock Besser North Dakota jersey. It is so beautiful. And we have ourselves a free hanger that doesn't currently have a jersey on it. And because of that, there is indeed a package that I received in the mail that I wanted to open up here. And for legal reasons, I'm not allowed to talk about where I purchased this, but there is a jersey I wanted to show you. But yes, what's going on, guys? Brian McDavid should have been suspended. Yeah, I think he should have been, but he wasn't. Hey, Lego, remember me? Yes, Top Shelf Pulls. What's going on, man? I was hoping to watch the Canucks play again after a bye week. Me too, but you know what? Hey, they've already rested long enough. Let's see what a little bit more rest can do for a team that has had a very tightly packed schedule. Hi, Lego Rocks. Andrew, why is it canceled? Because Adam Gaudette was out there. He tested positive, and because he was in the practice yesterday, there is indeed a very big threat, I guess, for safety and all that. So, yeah. Protocols, right? The Vancouver Canucks are going through this after Montreal did this previously with Yoel Armia and Jesperi Kotkaniemi. Unboxing video, Joel? Yeah, kind of got something here that I wanted to open up. And, we'll wait for a few more people to pop in here. I guess we can just play some Hut or whatever. While we're waiting, I can still set up the PS4 remote play, so let's go ahead and do that. Better safe than sorry. Yeah, better safe than sorry, exactly. Is it really canceled? Yes, the game is indeed really canceled. There is no Vancouver-Calgary tonight on March 31st, Wednesday. But, yeah, we could still hang out here. I've been saying that the entire time. It was the tweet from Elliot Friedman. More details as they become available, but Vancouver-Calgary is canceled tonight. So, yeah. Oh, well, it is what it is. NHL Public Relations just released a, Oh, boy, okay. Oh, man. Okay, so let's read the statement over here. Just because we can. Let's go ahead and do that. Alright. Let's do this. Yeah, I know the thing is a little bit off. But let's put the sizing back to normal. And then we will take a look at the... this one right here. Is this showing? Okay, no, it's not showing up properly, but it's showing. Alright, let's make that smaller. Okay, here. A little bit smaller. Okay, so the National Hockey League announced today that as a result of 2 Vancouver Canucks players, including one player who was added to the protocol list after it was released at 5 p.m. Eastern today, as well as a member of their coaching staff entering the NHL's protocols, the team's game tonight against the Calgary Flames will be postponed. The decision was made by the league's NHL PAs and club's medical groups, and the league will provide a further update tomorrow. So, tomorrow is when we will get an update, but for now, what we have is done. It's done. It's not happening today. Can you really picture this game gets postponed end of the season and the winner makes it all the way to the playoffs? Crazy, eh? I mean, yeah, dude, that'd be crazy, but, Montreal's still gotta be there, and Montreal has to falter below both of these teams, which I don't really know if it's too likely if that happens. But, yeah. Speaking of that, Montreal, though, they still had all their other games displaced and all that because they had some games canceled too. So we'll see how the Vancouver Canucks schedule gets impacted, whether or not the Canucks schedule gets moved around, whether it's this game only that gets postponed, because the Canucks do play later Saturday against Edmonton, then Sunday against Winnipeg. That's a back-to-back right there on the weekend. If that gets postponed and we have to move the things around, that's another back-to-back eliminated. So we'll see how exactly the Canucks schedule is going to go on after that. But yeah, thank you so much to everybody who is in here. 38 beautiful people checking out the stream. Just hanging out, you know. There's no Canucks game tonight. We're just here, just talking, just having a time. And, yeah, we've got a lot to go over, I guess. Starting off with the hot team, because I know a lot of people have been kind of interested in updating this one. Thoughts on the Demko deal? Yes, Samuel. We did make a video talking about the Thatcher Demko signing. I'm a big fan. I've said this the entire time, but Jim Benning, for some reason, whenever it's the RFA re-signings, like the not the Petterssons, like the Bessers and the Bearchees and the Horvats and now Demko, he does a really good job when it comes to the RFA signings. UFAs and UFA extensions like Brandon Sutter, like Eric Goodbranson, like Jay Beagle, like Roussel and Tyler Myers, not so much, but the RFAs, oh, he's great with those. Yeah, we made a video about it though, so if you want to check it out, go ahead and do that. Was looking forward to an energetic Canucks win. Boyd with the Hattie. Who is Boyd? Travis Boyd is Travis Boyd. We have ourselves some new cards over here that I wanted to go over. Let's just connect our controller to the thing here, because I do think there's a problem with how things have been assembled so far. Let's do this here. But yeah, we'll see how exactly the Canucks schedule is affected by this thing over here. Oh wow, is it really not letting me connect my controller to the computer here? Oh, I'm not sure if it is. I'm not sure if it is. Okay. Yeah, I've still got the PlayStation controller flashing around. Yeah, I don't think it's working. But you can see right here on the screen, we've got ourselves some new players. 92 Ken Baumgartner, 92 Quinn Hughes, 92 Timo Meyer. We have ourselves a very good squad over here. Let's just switch back to the cam only. Yeah, how does that look? Yeah, let's change the preset here. So, Travis Boyd, Travis Green, Travis Hamonic, the Vancouver Travis Flames Capitals. Oh boy, that's very, no, you didn't miss the unboxing, you didn't miss the unboxing. We are still here. Just kind of hanging out, you know. Not really, yeah, they canceled the game, so we can't really talk about anything, can we? We do have a lot of packs that we need to open, but I don't think I can do that on stream here because of the controller issues and my Bluetooth. Are you gonna watch Godzilla vs. King Kong? I don't know, man. I don't know. You see, when it comes to, like, I'm, like, a huge pop culture guy. Like, just hanging out over here, you know, I have a whole bunch of stuff just, like, over here. This is, Batman Who Laughs with the angel wings. We've got, Joker Robin over here. Pop culture is, like, really, it's a really big part of my life. Not just DC stuff in particular, but, like, movies and, like, horror stuff and iconic figures. So, I don't know. It's right up my wheelhouse, this King Kong versus Godzilla thing. But, I don't know. I was never really a big fan of the other ones. Never really a big fan, so I'm not sure. Cool. Yeah, it's really cool. Why is Roussel in the lineup still? Well, technically nobody's in the lineup tonight because, yeah, the game is done. But, also, I am a big anime guy. So, just right here, if I reach over, this is, Kaneki-kun from Tokyo Ghoul. Very much a big fan of the first season, and only the first season, because everything after the first season was very, very inferior to, the rest of the series. Got some Attack on Titan stuff, got some other anime stuff, Boku no Hero. Here's All Might if you wanted to see All Might. He's just chilling out over here as well. Is your controller having Bluetooth issues? Yeah, it is. I think my computer is in a spot where the Bluetooth wasn't working properly. I had a notification pop up on my laptop saying that the Bluetooth was not functioning well, but I ignored it. And now it's in a position where in order for me to actually get the Bluetooth to work, I think I would have to restart my computer, which would terminate the stream, and, you know, it's not really worth it. I'd still just hang out here, because it's all good. Buffalo is up 4-1 versus the Flyers. No way. No way. No way. 4-1 versus the Flyers. That's incredible. They're gonna win. They're actually gonna win. What's this? What's the period? Sabres, Flyers. Let's go ahead and check that out. End of the second period. Oh no! A 3-goal lead heading into the third for Buffalo again against Philly. Oy 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 oy. Rasmus Dahlin in the previous video, in the previous game. Rasmus Dahlin said, yeah, we panicked. We didn't know how to play after we had ourselves a 3-goal lead heading into the third. But, yeah. Sabres win watch. I blame that Whistler party for tonight's canceled game. Yeah, that Whistler party was crazy. I heard about that on News 1130 earlier this morning. Crazy. I bet the player is Besser since he was hanging out with God on Sunday. Yeah, I would not be surprised if it was Besser either. I really wouldn't be. My nephew is in an anime. That's awesome, man. Your nephew is cool. Very, very cool. Plug in your controller with the cable and go to devices and PlayStation setting and switch it to wired. Oh, that's a good idea. Unfortunately, though, my cable is really short. I'll show you my the cable that I'm using to charge my controller. It's this long. It's really not going to work all too well, and I'm too lazy to go ahead and get another one, but yeah. Sabres have 6 wins this year. Hey man, I met you in a mall in January 2020. Glad to see your sub count continue to shoot up. Cheers. Hey, thank you, Brayden. I appreciate that. Met you in a mall, January 2020. Who have I met in the mall? Was that the Richmond Center food court in front of the sushi store? Is that correct? But thank you. If that's not correct, then please feel free to correct me there. But I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Come on, Sabres, get lucky number 7. I feel so bad for those Sabres fans. Yeah, me too. I feel bad for those fans as well. But yeah. I'm trying to get into Psyche K. Okay, that's a good choice. What happened in Whistler? How do I describe what happened in Whistler? There's just, like, a big meetup of people with no masks and all that, and, it wasn't, like, an intentionally malicious anti-mask thing. It was just people just going out there and having a time without even really considering what was going on. And then the owner, I think, had, like, a Facebook apology earlier this morning, something like that, so... I'm so mad the game is canceled. Yeah, I'm kind of upset as well, but, you know, it is what it is. I can't say I'm surprised, which is the big thing here. I'm not surprised at all. But, yeah, we still got a lot of stuff to talk about, I guess. I mean, it's only 6:20. The game would have started at 7:30, so... I guess we can just come out here and talk about some cool stuff. I guess, talk about more hockey, talk about, whatever it is people are interested in these days. But yeah, we still do have the jersey to unbox here. Kind of want to wait for some more people to pop in, though, because we do have this. And it is, yeah, it got canceled. It did. What happened to OEL and Dumba to Vancouver? I mean, OEL was because the Canucks couldn't get a deal done, and... Dumba was an interesting one because there was this guy over here that was being highly touted as a potential piece, which I didn't really like, but you know what, it is what it is. It happened, and yeah. Lego. We need Lego Rocks GM. We need GM Lego Rocks to bring the cup to Buffalo in NHL 21 franchise mode. Oh man, that would be really cool. Franchise mode. It's been a while, though, to be honest. Like, I haven't really played franchise mode all too much. It got canceled. Oh, no. Yes, indeed, it got canceled. Is it possible they uncancel it? ND35 says. I'm not sure. Not for tonight. But, yeah. Lego Rocks, you're the goat. Hey, I appreciate that, Devin. Thank you. How is that that Demko contract? I like it. Sure, it's a big bet, because if Thatcher Demko doesn't become what Thatcher Demko can become, then it'll be really bad in the next few years. But if Thatcher Demko becomes what he can be, which is really, really a top-tier starter, then hey, that's going to be great. The Wild wanted Demko for Dumba. Yeah, Dumba, Besser, we had these conversations in a few other videos, but yeah. Minnesota going out there looking for their guys. Jim Benning ran out of time to get OEL. Yeah, pretty much, I guess. Oh, boy. The Wild's future is looking good? Oh, yeah, the Wild's future is looking really, really good, dude. Marat Kusnedinov, Marco Rossi, Kirill Kaprizov, Kevin Fiala, Adam Beckman, Vladislav Verstov, Alexander Hovanov. They have some really good prospects in the pipeline. Why is the game canceled? The game is canceled because there was a positive test, and the positive player was practicing with the team yesterday. And, yeah. We saw the statement earlier in the video, though. I'll see if I can pull it up again. Have you ever done an NHL tournament on PS4 because you're really good? Oh, man. Not really. I signed up for GWCs, the NHL Gaming World Championships. Haven't received the collectible entry in my inbox yet in HUT. But I will say, when it comes to HUT Champs, which is like the competitive Hockey Ultimate Team scene against other players, like the best I've gone is 14-6. In the 20-game series, and, like, that's like, top 400, top 500-ish, which sounds good on paper, but, like, you take a look at some of the other guys that are over there, there are so many people that can consistently go, like, 20-0, and 19-1, and 18-2, like, week in and week out, so, for them, like, I'm not in that same ballpark, but, yeah, I appreciate that, Arman Elite. Go Kings. 5 mil if he gets to his potential is a steal. Yeah, I agree, Egg Stew. BM... C. Gillicuddy, let's go Red Wings! Yeah, we got the Red Wings support in here. Awesome. Alright. Yo, what's going on, Loshkosh? How are we doing? How is how's Sweden over there? Who do you think is going to have a bigger contract, Petey or Hughes, or the same? Petey. Centers are more valuable than defensemen in terms of the monetary value. The Wild also have Judd Brackett. Yes. Scheduling is going to be a nightmare for the league with all these postponements. Yeah, especially in the Canadian division, eh? Surprising how many selfish folks are willing to call the NHL cowards for postponing the game because their evening's entertainment got canceled. Yeah, come on, don't be nasty to the league. This is probably the right thing to do. Just because you have yourselves what is a member of the Canucks coaching staff that also entered protocols. So, it's not just a, just brush it off the rug kind of deal. This is a pretty big deal. Just seeing how, some people's bodies react to the virus and all that stuff. Well, got snacks for the Canucks game, and now I don't know what to do. Lego, what is your reaction with the Canucks and the Flames tied this late in the season? How do you feel about Markstrom playing so far? Markstrom was good until he got overplayed, which is something that you should never really do that to your goaltender unless your goaltender's name is Martin Brodeur or Roberto Luongo. But, with the compacted traveling schedule and all that going around Canada, not surprised Markstrom was taken out a little bit early because he was overplayed, but yeah, he was good. It's just the fact that the Calgary Flames and the Canucks are literally tied in the standings in wins, losses, overtime losses, and games played. It's crazy, dude. Like, I don't know how else to react to that. How much do you think they're going to pay Hughes? Harmon Dale suggested a ballpark number of 6.5 in his just hypothetical team chart, so I'm not sure. That's just a number thrown out there. Obviously, it could be more, it could be less. Sadness, Sap says. Yeah, sadness indeed. That's what happens every time I play Hut Champs. I think Hughes will get the bigger contract. If they go longer with Hughes, I could definitely see that. We're playing regulation, it sucks. Oh, HV71 in the SHL. Darn, that's unfortunate, Loshkosh. Is the game cancelled or postponed? Oh, that's the wrong word. Yeah, it's postponed. That is indeed the correct word we need to go out there and use. Let's change the title. That's a very, that's a good change right there. Thank you, ND35. Postponed is the right word we should use. Let's change the title. Now let's go ahead and open up Photoshop to change the thumbnail. Twitter kind of sucks. Yeah, Twitter is really, like, nasty. I don't like Twitter. I really don't. Why do people say you're a fake Habs fan? Because I cheer for the Canucks as my first favorite team because I live here in Vancouver and I've watched the Canucks for half of my life. And unfortunately, because it's not Montreal that I've watched for half of my life, whenever I talk about how much I like Montreal, there are some people who are like, yeah, but you like the Canucks. You're a fake Habs fan. It's kind of funny, but it is what it is. I got Eric Bronstrom's used gloves from when he played in HV71. I'm so happy. That is awesome, man. Hold on to that. If Eric Bronstrom becomes the legend that we think he can be for the Ottawa Senators, then that's going to be pretty valuable. We also have It's Hyper coming in here. Thank you so much, It's Hyper. Yo, unfortunate for the game. Yeah, it's really unfortunate for the game, but I've said this the entire time, man. I'm not really surprised. Like, it's gonna happen. Like, when you have one guy who was in the practice, going out there, doing his thing, working on the power play, and he was tested positive twice, yeah, you're gonna have yourself a team scenario where literally everybody was technically exposed, so everybody's staying home. So I'm not surprised, but it is somewhat unfortunate. Okay, let's go ahead, update the thumbnail here. Postponed. And there we go. It should be changed now. It should be changed now. Okay. Okay. That's good. Lego, are you going to do Why I Want, or Why to Pick, because the channel is based on multiple teams this year? I love the attention to detail, though, Mr. Bus Driver. I love that you pointed that out in that way, because it shows me that there are people that do pay attention to how this channel is laid out. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. A lot of that has to do because of this year's draft and how uncertain it is at the top. But I don't know. Maybe if we're talking just about the main guys, then probably. We'll see. Hughes, bridge deal, long-term contract, Patterson. I think it was revealed that Benning wants to do both bridge deals for both of them. I'm not sure. Same Lego, same. Oh, Sap, of course. Of course. Totally not 19-1, 20-0 over here. Who's your favorite player outside of Montreal and Vancouver in the league? Hands down, it's Cale Makar. Absolutely Cale Makar. Like, I was out there as a fan of Cale Makar even before he got drafted. So, yeah. This season really hurt Pettersson. It's not the type of season you want in a contract year. That's really fair. That's a really good point. That, like, this is a terrible year for Pettersson in terms of setting himself up financially because he's been taken out, he hasn't been playing, and he got off to that slow start, and he's in a contract year. Like, this is the worst case scenario for a guy like Pettersson, because the best case scenario would have been he plays every game, he gets a goal a game again for the first 10 games, and then he has a point per game for the rest of the year. You ever lace him up? What position? Never did, unfortunately. I never did. You're not a fake Habs fan. I hope so. Who do you think gets signed first, Hughes or PD? I'm not sure. We'll see. Hughes 4x6, Pettersson 8x7.5. Oh, I don't know, dude. That's a lot. We'll see. I'd like 7.5 for PD if it's 8 years. That'd be really good. I'm an Avs fan. I'm dreading the Makar contract, but I know it's worth it. Yeah, for Cale Makar, it's worth it. Don't worry. It is absolutely worth it. Pettersson 8x8. If you get 8x8 for Pettersson, then that's going to be great. Great contract right there. Oh my goodness, I hit the microphone. Honestly, going over half the season and having no postponements up to this point should be seen as an achievement. Absolutely, that's what I said in today's earlier video for sure. That for the Canadiens, the fact that they were the first team to have a stoppage and postponement, but it happened like in the middle of March when the season started in January, like that's good. Look at Dallas. Dallas didn't start their season until like 2 weeks after because the entire team was taken out. Buffalo had games postponed. New Jersey had games postponed. All over the U.S. we had games postponed. And that was within the first like few weeks. Vancouver, Montreal, these guys are getting affected, yes. But it's 2.5 months, almost 3 months after the season started. So I'm kind of okay. Like this has happened all around the league. So the fact that it's happening now with Vancouver and Calgary, it's fine. It was bound to happen, for sure. It was probably ignorant for us to not see this coming as soon as it came out that Montreal had something going around. Yeah, like, for sure. Montreal was the first one that started it. Come on, Yoel Armia and Kotkaniemi, but Yeah. Do a Seattle Kraken mock draft using cap friendly. Oh, that'd be really interesting. What are your thoughts on Byfield and Stützle? I mean, I don't know who Tyler Stützle is, Vorkuz, but I'm going to assume you mean Tim Stützle. I like them both. They're very good. Nakar is my favorite player in the league, and I'm a Wings fan. Dude's electric. He is electric. That's a great way to describe him. Do you think Connor McDavid should have been suspended? Yes. Boston needs someone that could score. Hey, what's going on, Al? How are we doing? I love the deal. If you remember, I said about a month ago I want him for a 5x5. Well, you got your wish, and it doesn't look like there's any trade protection, too, which is going to be really, really good. I mean, not saying that the Canucks should trade Demko anytime soon, but the fact that there apparently is no trade protection, that's a big deal. Really big deal. I wonder if the Sabres will have a panic attack again because of their 3-goal lead. Yeah. Oh, man, Rasmus Dahlin. Those words are going to bite him in the behind next time. Do you think Boston should try to get Taylor Hall? I think they should, just because it would make for funny laughs. Could this stream be a Buffalo stream? It might. It could be. I mean, I'm just kind of just chilling here, just talking to the chat. Lego, what do you think Hall's next contract will look like? I would not be surprised if he goes 1 year on a prove-it deal again, and it's like north of like $5 million or something. Like, if any team is going to go out there and sign Taylor Hall, they're not signing him because of what he did last year. They're signing him because of what they think he can be next year. Because everybody kind of sucks last year on Buffalo, or excuse me, this year on Buffalo. So, I wouldn't be surprised if it was like significantly less than $8 million. Game canceled. Who will be better in 5 years, Hughes or Stützle? If you're talking about Jack Hughes, I'm not sure. I mean, Jack Hughes, I guess. Buffalo lost 18. Imagine if Buffalo chokes. Even after the Demko signing, Jim Benning still hasn't signed a contract with a cap hit higher than $6 million. That's true. That is really true, actually. It's just the contracts that are $6 million, you take a look at them and you're like, Erickson, understandable because of the circumstances at the time. Tyler Myers, that was an overpayment, but there was another team that was going to overpay for him either way. Bloopy, it could be if Lego plays a sad soundtrack for the background noise. Okay. I was listening to 650 today, and someone said he heard Hughes wants a contract. We'll start with 1 year, with a 1, so yikes. Like, if he gets 10, what will Petey get? Oh, my goodness. Does he really? I mean, hey, I want a contract that starts with a 1, so, I mean, I can understand him wanting it. I just don't know if that would happen. If McDavid gets suspended, how should he have gotten suspended for? McDavid was a repeat offender. He got suspended in 2019 because he elbowed Nick Leddy in the head. He's a repeat offender, technically, and, like, that hit on Kotkaniemi was so bad. I was thinking, like, okay, 2, 3... If that's any other player, that could be up to 4 games. But, like, it's McDavid, so no. Like, 4 games is all Leon Draisaitl needs to go out there and take the lead in the scoring race, that the NHL doesn't want to do that. Lego, do you blame Hall or Buffalo for Hall's free fall? Hall for the fact that he's just going to a team that he feels like he can go for so many points instead of actually playing well, and Buffalo because their entire system is just screwed. What would McDavid get suspended for? The hit on Kotkaniemi. He elbowed him in the head really poorly. Oh, come on, no game today. Yeah, the game was postponed. Yes, it was postponed. PD, Horvat, Sutter, and Pearson have more time to recover now. It works in the Canucks' favor. That's kind of fair, so how you doing? That's kind of fair. No way is Hughes worth 10. He needs to learn how to defend first. That's fair. Horvat is healthy. Did you hear the 5x5 Thatcher Demko? Yes, Kid Joven Purewell. He made a video about that. What is the backstory of your channel name? When I was 8 years old, I loved Lego. I still have a lot of Lego things, Bionicles, and all that here in my room. And when I made my PlayStation Network name, because I was 8 years old, I was like, yeah, Lego Rocks 99. And because, you know, we made the YouTube channel talking about video games at the beginning, Lego Rocks 99 Gaming was the thing, and now it's just Lego Rocks 99. Do you think Jim Benning is going to extend a coach or player contract next? If it's a coach, I hope it's Ian Clark. Give us that guy. If this dude gets 10, he can get offer sheeted. Oh, really? Is that true? Oh my goodness. I haven't heard anything about the game being postponed yet. It was on the NHL's public relations Twitter account as well as Elliot Friedman. I want a contract that starts with a 1 as well, like maybe $1,000. I mean, 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, I'd like that. I see Hughes 7x7, Brad says. What do you think of the Brendan Lemieux trade, Zoriana says? We did make a video talking about Brendan Lemieux to the Kings if you wanted to check that out. It is on the channel somewhere, but yeah. Good for the Kings, acquiring assets. Looks like they're making room for that new, or excuse me, they just traded away Mike Amadio, so it looks like they're filling in that other spot with Brendan Lemieux. Why did SKA St. Petersburg have to make the third round? Oh my goodness, yeah, dude. Podkolzin is probably not going to come over here, dude, because they're just going to be so far into the playoffs. Why couldn't they lose and we sign Podkolzin before the trade deadline? Sabres might win. How do you feel? I feel really good for them. I mean, I'm not confident. It's just good for them. PD and Hughes got the same agent. That is true. Hi, I started getting into Topps hockey card collecting app. That's interesting. Rich. Do you think Pearson will get traded? I kind of hope so, but you know what? I don't know. Oh, right. I want to go to a winning team, Taylor Hall said. Yeah, he did say that. All right, so we are still here. I have this. It's just been sitting in my lap. For legal reasons, I'm probably not allowed to talk about where I acquired this from, but, you know, this has been empty the entire time, and it's now 6:30. So let's go ahead and open up this bad boy over here. We do have ourselves a jersey unboxing. I've never done this before on the channel, but take a wild, wild guess based off of who I am and who I like, who this is. Take a wild, wild guess. I will just take a look at the chat and read what y'all are saying. Do you play fantasy for any sports? I used to be a fantasy hockey guy, but my friends didn't start up a season this year. I do have a fantasy basketball league, though. I'm like, my fantasy basketball team is terrible. I have, like, Giannis Antetokounmpo, the other Antetokounmpo, and then the third Antetokounmpo. I have Lonzo Ball, Laval Ball. Who are the balls? I have all the balls. And, yeah. Okay, so we have... Okay. Open it now, please. Let's open it. Taylor Hall's a cursed player. Okay. It's Hughes. Definitely Hughes. Louis. Okay. I see one in there that's, like, correct. Okay, so... I didn't even need to use the knife to open it. I just ripped open the package. Imagine if it's a Flames jersey. Don't worry, Kid Joven Purell. It's not a Flames jersey. It's clearly a black skate jersey. Storm Bears, that's a good one. Okay, I'm seeing it. It's in the chat. It's in the chat. There's already one in here in the chat. That is, okay. I'm opening this off stream here. Oh, my goodness. This is beautiful. This is beautiful right here. Alright. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Okay. Suzuki. Black skate jersey prediction. Horvat, Makar, the meme team, Suzuki, Virtanen, Tony Tanti. That's an interesting one. If it's not a point jersey, it's a bad jersey, Al says. Okay, let's pull it up. I see it in the chat. It's, yeah. It's right here. And I think everybody kind of knows who it is based off of this. Okay, it says Wisconsin on the front. There's a reason why we have the Besser NCAA jersey over here. And it's because I wanted to put up another NCAA jersey. There we go, the Al Super Chat popping up on the screen here. It has to be, and I saw this in the chat a few times. Alright, oh my goodness. It is Cole Caufield. Oh my goodness, let's go. Cole Bustfield, BJ Ballin says. Yes, Cole Bustfield. Absolutely had to get this one out here. And the reason it says C. Caufield is because there's a Brock Caufield that also plays on Wisconsin. So, there are two. I don't know what Brock Caufield is going to do next, because Cole already signed his contract to go to Montreal, or excuse me, Laval. But, yeah, let's go ahead and put this up here. Oh my goodness, it's so beautiful. It is so beautiful. Don't worry though, I will have another one coming in the mail soon. It's just, yeah, this one was the first one that arrived. So it does, it looks great. It's off to the side there. Let's pull that here this way. Okay. Cole Bustfield over here, guys. All right. Oh, I love it. I love it. Wisconsin on the front, Big Ten. Amazing. Okay. Oh, yeah, the sleeve is falling in on itself. Let's hold it up like that. No! Was I the only one, Al says? I saw it a few times. Vorkuz said it. He said Caufield as well. He said Hughes or Caufield. But yeah. Checking out the chat here. I played with Wisconsin. Is it me? No, it's not you, Jake Vertanen. Unfortunately not. Cole, sick jersey. Let's go, crybaby. They spelled Caulfield wrong. Darn, should have got Brock. You mean Brock Caulfield or Brock Besser? I mean, we have a Besser already. Yeah. Cole Caulfield over here, though. C Caulfield, not B Caulfield. If it's not Canucks, it's trash. Okay, Kid Joven Pureball. I've been trying to find my dream jersey for months, but I can't find it in my size. That being said, where do I find a CBJ alternate in a 50? Oh, boy. Alternate, do you mean the reverse retro, or, like, the alternate? Like, the one with the circle badge, or the one with the, like, the waving thing on the middle? I'm not sure which one I'm talking about. Why didn't you get Vertanen on a Wisconsin jersey? You know I played emergency backup tendy for them. I mean, if I'm going to get a Vertanen jersey, it's going to be that pink Calgary Hitman one. Adam Gaudette jersey. I've been thinking about a Gaudette one, man. Honestly, it's just, I don't know if Northeastern uses the same jersey anymore when Gaudette was on the team. How come I didn't get a notification? Oh boy, I'm not sure. That's YouTube's fault. Do you collect hockey cards? I have a few hockey cards just lying around. Not really a lot though. They're just kind of there. Should have Brock Caulfield. Yeah, I know Brock Caulfield doesn't get too much love, but you know I had to get the younger brother there, just to show him some appreciation. Because the younger brother has done a lot of good things, I think. Okay. CBJ has fans? Oh, man. Someone gave me a relic Christian Dvorak and Sam Reinhart. That is crazy, dude. Dvorak, if you get a London Knights Dvorak, that's awesome. London Knights Dvorak, Kootenay Ice, Sam Reinhart. That's a classic right there. When was the last time the Kootenay Ice have done stuff? Winnipeg Ice now. Where did you buy your NCAA Besser? This one was received as a gift. It's a lot bigger than, like, I am. So, yeah. This one's a little bit smaller, though. So, yeah. Also, there's just such a charm with the NCAA jerseys and, like, the away colors, you know? Like, the fact that it's out here, it's, like, white. Or, excuse me, not the away colors, the home colors. It looks so nice, dude. It looks so nice. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's, we're trying not to make it, like, fall down. Because it's, like, kind of veered off to the side there. Alright, let's do it like that. Pull it forward, and... Okay, that looks great. Cole Caulfield, man. Cole Caulfield. Ah. There we go. I mean the Cannon. Oh, you mean the Cannon, I see. Is the nicest jersey in the league. Really? The Blue Jackets have the nicest jersey in the league. Okay. My go-to jersey for the looks is the Grey Kings alternate with Kopitar in the back. That's a really good one, too. I really like the Grey Kings one. It's very slick. I need a Bo Horvat 53 black skate jersey. That's a really common one, honestly. Like, I see a lot of people in my life, like, have that jersey. And for good reason, too. It's a really good one. Need to get that Lucas Yashek Neon Utica jersey. That's a really good decision as well. Not jinxing it, but it looks like Buffalo's losing streak is coming to an end. I don't know if I'm sad or happy about that. I mean, yeah, there are 8 minutes left in the third period. Buffalo's up 4-1. I mean, it's good for them. Good for them, right? Good for them. I got the gold Buffalo Sabres jersey from Pro Hockey Life till April 15th. All their jersey with names are $150 and without names are $120. Ooh, that's a good deal. There was another Caufield on his team. Yeah, there was. His brother, Brock Caufield, was also on the Wisconsin Badgers this year. A lot of people don't really recognize that, but yeah, it is what it is. There are 2 Caufields on the Badgers this year. The Flames horse is the best. Will the Buffalo Sabres actually win tonight? Up 3-1 4-1 in the third period. Yeah, we'll see. If the Canucks can't draft Luke Hughes into top 10, who would you like us to draft? I'd like Brant Clark because I like right-handed defensemen. Owen Power, I mean, if Owen Power pans out, you have yourselves like a really, really strong player that can become really good. It's just, if you want to talk about the problems with Owen Power, I think you could definitely say he's like just the defense version of Jake Virtanen. Like, he's got all the tools to be extremely capable. It's just, I don't know how to describe it. Get a Trevor Linden Medicine Hat Tiger jersey, Lego Rocks. Oh, that's a really good idea. I've got I said I collect, like, figures and stuff. Yeah, it's just off here to the side. Here's the Trevor Linden Black Skate, figure. Yeah, I've got a lot of these as well. But, yeah, there's a lot of, like, just memorabilia hanging out in my room here. I've mentioned it before. And, a lot of it does have to do with not just the fact that I like collecting this stuff, but also, like, it helps with the sound. Like, having just bare walls would make my sound echo whenever I make videos and all that, but because we have so much stuff over here on the walls, a lot of action figures and a lot of, like, things just hanging around everywhere, as I mentioned, some of this stuff is already open. Like, here's another Joker just kind of hanging out here. But, yeah. Still have some other things to open as well. Just, like, chilling out here on this side. Here's Conor McGregor. Here's an alien, There's, like, a lot of stuff here. Can you see the reflection of my Hockey Ultimate team in the packaging? Yes, you can. You can see the reflection of my Hockey Ultimate team. But, yeah. Big, collector here of things. So, yeah, that is nice. Always been in my life. Yeah, Jake's... Can support Jet Wu and Carson Folk. I get a Jet Wu, honestly. Jet Wu, that's great. The Chinese heritage over there, man. There was just 3 goals in 40 seconds in the Avalanche Coyotes game. Hey, if there's 3 goals in 40 seconds for that game, the Flyers can score 3 goals in 40 seconds against the Sabres. There's a Caufield on North Dakota, I think. Is that... Yeah, is that Judd Caufield? Judd? Yeah, Judd Caufield. Yeah, but his name is spelled with an L in the middle of the U and the F over there. Lego, you think Carey Price has improved his game lately? Oh, he better have, yeah. He's been a lot better lately than before, which is good. Whenever I go to Canucks games, I get so happy when I see all the people in the sick jersey by the Roger Nielsen statue. Yeah, it's a legendary, man, for sure. Stan Smeal for the win. Hot take, Shane Pinto will be the best player out of the 2019 draft. I don't know if Shane Pinto is going to be better than Jack Hughes. Or, Trevor Zegras, but he's been doing really well. He has been doing really well. So, you've got yourselves a good player there, Sens fans. 4-1, Mr. Bloopy. This Avs game is intense. I see our defense as Hughes, Levy, Rathbone, Schmidt, Myers, Chatfield, Stetcher in 3 to 4 years. I would love for Stetcher to come back, dude. He's been so effective in Detroit. We made a video about that, but yeah. The pairing of Stahl-Stetcher, unironically, was one of the best pairings in the entire league in terms of expected goals against, which is crazy. What's your favorite anime? Sora Yorimo Toi Basho, A Place Further Than the Universe. I watched that when it was airing back when I was in high school, and it was very, very good. I've seen, on my anime list account, I have completed 356 anime series, and I have 8 10 out of 10s. Sora Yorimo Toi Basho is one of them. The Avs, Game 5, 5 goals in 6 minutes, yikes. Patrick Johnson said on Twitter that Demko was fooling around on the ice a few minutes ago with a player stick. Okay, nice Demko. He's happy he's got his contract, that's what he's doing. Why were they deleted? What was deleted for, Cruz? What are you talking about? Tampa is even more overpowered now that they signed Odin Tufto. This just isn't fair. Yeah, Odin Tufto was crazy good this season, and now he's going to Tampa Bay, which is, yeah. Judd Caufield. I think McDavid should have gotten suspended. Yeah, me too. When is Brock Caulfield's draft year? Is he first-round material? No. Brock Caulfield, he was eligible to be drafted, like, a few years before Cole. He's significantly older. But, yeah. I mean, let's pull up the numbers. Let's do that. Brock Caulfield. Let's do that. So, yeah. I mean, if you're looking for, like, an NHL projectable quality player out of Brock Caulfield, Cole's older brother, not sure you're gonna find it. Oh, yeah. Look at that. The video is completely messed up. Let's go ahead and change the sizing so that it fits. Okay. So this is Brock Caulfield. He is Cole Caulfield's older brother. He is born in 1999. He is 22 years old. Cole Caulfield is like 19. 18? 19. Something like that. And so Brock Caulfield, he wrapped up his third year in Wisconsin, 17 points in 31 games. The previous year before that, 3 points in 31 games and 12 points in 37 games. Keep in mind, he's a right wing. So he's a forward. And if you're talking about, like, brotherly connections, you know, Cole scored a boatload of points, both in 2019-20 and in 2020-2021. Brock kind of just got things rolling this year. So, yeah, that's Brock Caulfield right there. Lego, check out the new graphics package of the Bally Sports Network just debuted. Features a bottom score bug like EA NHL. Oh, really? Why? Why would you do that? Why would you make yourselves, like... Why would you succumb yourselves to that pain? The bottom scoreboard? That's probably, like, one of the worst decisions that the NHL video games has, like, decided to do, in my opinion. Okay, opinions. Would you guys rather finish 5th above Calgary and get a lower pick to make fun of Markey, or finish 6th and get a better pick? I would honestly finish 5th, because this year, like, the difference between, like, 10th and 13th isn't that big. Like, the difference between 10th and 13th this year is not the same as the difference between Vasily Podkolzin and whoever went 13th in 2019. Was it Spencer Knight? I don't know. Was it Spencer Knight? Podkolzin, Soderstrom, Boldy, Knight. Yeah, something like that. It's a lot different this year, I think. Or, excuse me, it's a lot less different this year. They can't just not suspend McDavid because of his skill. Yeah, but Chris, they did. That's what they did, though. First game for the Avs at home with fans and all its frontline workers, so the Avs are playing for the win for sure. Akira! Oh, that's a great one right there. Do you watch Attack on Titan? I watched everything Attack on Titan when it was airing, except I have not watched anything from Season 4 Part 2 yet because I waited for it to finish, and I'm going to watch it with all of my friends on Discord. We all kind of planned that we're not going to watch anything as it's airing live because we want to watch it together. I did watch, like, everything else, though, so I've been a very big Attack on Titan fan. It's just seeing everybody talking about it, even people who aren't, like, anime fans, it's crazy. It's awesome how that transcends those barriers, you know? They got Tufto? Yeah, they did. Lego, what would you say last year if someone told you that Mark Stahl, Cody Ceci, and Jack Johnson would be some of the more consistent defensemen this year? I would say that that's very much bigger support, that hockey is overall voodoo, and we don't know how things are going to go because hockey is a weird sport. Caufield is 20 until next January. Yeah, exactly. Something like that. Why wasn't McDavid suspended? Because he is a Connor McDavid. If it was anybody else, probably would have been suspended. Someone traded me a super rare signed Mark Giordano card for a rare Colin White. That's awesome. Donskoy with the first period hat trick. Cole scored as many goals as Brock has points in his career. Yeah, like... Yeah, the difference in skill is, it's there. 5-1 Buffalo. Oh, man, they scored again, eh? Boys, I want another D-man. This team would be so close. They could have had Goss to spare, but yeah, that's a terrible cap hit, so nah. It's dumb that McDavid didn't get suspended, yeah. Demko contract is the best possible contract. I mean, if they went, like, 8 years for $1 million, I think that would have been better. But yeah, I get what you mean, for sure, King Kenny. How far do you think the Habs will go in the playoffs if they make it? if they make it. I mean, we'll see about that. I'm not sure. If they can beat out any of the the Calgarys or Winnipeg or Edmonton, I think that should be pretty plausible. Especially Edmonton, since McDavid and Draisaitl don't do anything against Montreal. 5-1 Avs versus Arizona halfway through the first. That is crazy. GG Buffalo losing streak. I don't want Buffalo to win so I can keep making fun of them. ND35 Loki, I'm kind of the same way. Like, I received a comment on one of my the Rasmus Dahlin video. We've made like 3, but the recent one that I made talking about how Rasmus Dahlin is like broken. I received a comment on that was like, it really kind of struck me to the bone, and that doesn't usually happen with YouTube comments, but one of that comment in particular told me, you can talk all you want about how much you care about this Sabres team and how poorly they're doing, but at the end of the day, it's like a car crash. You're sitting there on the sides and you're saying to yourself, I wish they could lose more so we can talk about this more and we can make a bigger deal out of this. And, you know, I'm not going to say that guy was wrong, because it's like a car crash, man. It's exactly like a car crash there. Imagine the Canucks take Luke Hughes' future top pair. That'd be so good, dude. That'd be really, really good. Ghost Despair is also a terrible D-man. Hey, Lego, what's going on? Max Sim, how are we doing? What's the record for most goals in a game? Something like, is it like 20 or 18? Scored by one team or scored by 2 teams? There's a difference there for sure. I was so excited for Buffalo to hit 20 games, but alas, yeah, unfortunately, they actually won a game this time, so good for them. Or, excuse me, it looks like they're going to win a game this time, so good for them. I was so excited, yeah. Trade Holtby to Detroit for Bernier in a 4th. Oh, that'd be so good, but I think Detroit would honestly be losing that trade. Detroit would definitely be losing that trade. Buffalo got more goals tonight than 80% of their players have this year. It's not even funny anymore with Buffalo, but the Flyers losing them and it being 6-1, that's funny. Haha, 6-1 Buffalo, Lego, make fun of Philly next. Maybe. There's been a lot to talk about with the Flyers. That team certainly has not been the best that they could be over the past few weeks here, especially with Carter Hart and that entire thing that's been going on over there. Trade Holtby to Detroit for Stetcher and bring up DiPietro. Oh, that'd be awesome. That'd be like pure fantasy GM booking over there. Trading Edler, what are you saying? I don't even know if I want Buffalo to keep losing or want them to win for the rest of the season. You know what? If they win for the rest of the season, that'd be crazy. I would actually be a fan of that. Just taking a look at how far they can go up. Hey Lego, do you think if the Canucks draft Luke Hughes, they play him on his right side, his off wing with Quinn? I don't know. The thing is, he can play the right side. He has done that before. It's just, I think it would just be too convenient playing him with Quinn just for that like connection over there. So I don't know. Arizona has only taken 1 shot and they scored. I was going to say, would anybody be surprised if Buffalo still lost? I mean, at this point, I would kind of be surprised. 6-1's a tough lead to blow. But, you know, things have happened before, I guess. If the Canucks got Luke Hughes, would that make Jack want to come and play with his brothers? I think it should. He would definitely, like, deep down, he probably would want to. But, I don't know. Google says the record was a 16-3 win by the Canadiens over the Hamilton Bulldogs. Was it Hamilton? Maybe I'm just completely spitting off the top of my head there. Hello, I haven't been in these streams in a while. What's going on, Creeper? Yeah, we haven't actually done one of these streams in a while, so thank you for being here, man. I appreciate that. Carter Hart, what does he ask for this summer? Oh, man. I don't know. I don't know what Carter Hart would ask for. I don't know what Carter Hart would get, because his play this year has been bad. It's been really bad. If the Sabres lost now, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, low-key, me too. What's going on with Anderson, the goalie for Toronto? I don't know. Honestly, like, he's not as good as he was before, that's for sure. It's just the reason behind that, you know? That's the question you have to ask. Like, why have things gone so poorly for him? Luke Hughes is pretty good right side. I'd like that. Yeah, I'd agree with that. Thanks, ND35. Buffalo won. Yeah, Buffalo! Yay, they finally won a game. Good for them. Good for them. I'm really cheering for them to go out there and win it all. Totally, right? Totally. That's totally the bled here. That goal scored record was the first game ever played. Wow, was it really? That's crazy. Carter Hart will get the Marquee Bridge deal. 6x6. Give it to Carter. Okay, no, I'm joking. But yeah. The Marquee Bridge deal, for sure. That would make a lot of sense, I think. The Quebec Bulldogs. Okay, I see. Yeah, not Hamilton. My goodness, that's the OHL team. What was I talking about? It's over. The losing streak is over. I'm sad but happy, kinda. Yeah, I feel kinda happy for the Sabres. Kinda. Sorta. So 3.6 million a season. Maybe. That would make a lot of sense, actually. Buffalo won 6-1. Time to make fun of Philly. To Twitter we go. That's funny. That knee-jerk reaction there. That's funny. I'll say that. So the McDavid draft season, Buff got 54 points coming into the night. In an 82-game season, they were on pace for 41. Like, yikes. Yeah, they're really tanking hard there for Connor McDavid. 7 wins for Buffalo. Buffalo only has 7 wins, yeah. Why was the game postponed? Vancouver-Calgary. It was postponed because a Vancouver Canuck tested positive for the thing, and that same Vancouver Canuck was practicing with the other Vancouver Canucks yesterday, and as a result, it's pretty bad. But, yeah. Who do you think the Canucks and Habs protect from expansion? I mean, they'll probably protect the basic names that you definitely know you're going to see. Kotkaniemi, Pedersen, all the guys that you kind of have to because of the contract situation that they have. Yeah. Poor Buffalo. They have an all-star team, but they still suck. It's because of the coaching staff, dude. Like, I listened to this on Will Scouching's podcast the other day, but, like, if the stories of what you hear with the, with the Buffalo Sabres and the coaching staff, if they're all true, and, like, Ralph Kruger and the way that he assembles this team and manages the team, he lets them get away with all these bad habits like they've been so used to doing. Like, that's really not good, especially with the fact that once this next management comes in, next coaching staff, like, those habits are still going to be there. Like, you're still going to have a losing formula in your team. And ultimately, you're going to have to do some drastic measures to get rid of that. I love how he has to say the thing. Yeah, you kind of have to on YouTube these days. Very strict restrictions on the YouTubes. But, yeah. Gaudette got the protocols, yes. Could you imagine losing every game for 2 straight months? No, I cannot. And that's the funny part. I definitely cannot imagine that. So the fact that it did happen is absolutely insane. I really like Demko deal 5x5, 25 years old. He's young, showing good promise. More than what Markstrom did at that age. Absolutely more than what Markstrom did at that age. Like, people don't remember this, but when Jacob Markstrom was traded to Vancouver back when he was in his mid-20s, like, a lot of people were kind of thinking, oh, Markstrom, really? Like, he was supposed to be good before. He never really broke out into that starter that the Florida Panthers drafted him to be in Florida. In Vancouver he did, but in Florida, no. It took him a long time to actually have that level of success. Do you think Ian Clark comes back to Vancouver next year? I hope he does. That's kind of what I say. Don't know for sure if he does, but I hope he does. Who does Gaudette room with? I'm pretty sure he rooms with his wife. But, yeah. He was hanging out with Brock Besser, walking their dogs the other day as well, which is, there's a lot of room for concern there, but yeah. I would protect Lotto, Horvat, Hoggy, Gods, and Mott, Demko, Hugh Schmidt, and all, like, Myers sent me. Wow, there's the first one out there talking about protecting Tyler Myers. Darn it, Toronto won. I'm a Habs fan, but I live in Toronto. I want to move so badly. Strongy funny man. That must suck. Living in Toronto as a Habs fan. I mean, I live here in Vancouver as a Habs fan as well, so it's okay. Further to Ian Mack's report that the positives are off today's test, I can confirm the Canucks paid to have them expedited, and so the results only came in 5:30 or so. Oh man, I'm not sure. Ooh, that's interesting. What about Pearson for Taylor Hall? No, what in the world? The Canucks don't need Taylor Hall. No. Markstrom is bad. Does Caufield is good without the puck? I wish the Habs trade to know. Caufield is really strong without the puck. His two-way defensive game has really improved this year. And the Habs, I mean, if they traded Deneau and they got some stuff back, that'd be good. Give Ryan Poehling that spot in the NHL. Or just replace him with Eric Stahl, I guess. The Avs scored right off the center of ice face-off after a goal. Crazy. Markstrom is a straight trash can. I'm kind of interested in the Melody Martin video later. Oh, yeah, I'm interested in seeing what she's going to say for sure. She's been probably like the big mascot, the spokesperson for Buffalo Sabres fans. Hughes and Hoaglander are exempt, I think. Jamie, what's going on, man? Thank you for being here. What team do I support? I support the Vancouver Canucks, the Calgary, or excuse me, not the Calgary Flames. Why the hell did I say that? I was thinking about Markstrom. I was reading the chat. The Montreal Canadiens and the Detroit Red Wings. I support those three teams. Toronto 3-1. What part of the garbage can did we find Marky Prawley the bottom? Whoa, that's rough. That is very, very rough, Al. That is rough. You don't want to protect Myers, but who else do we have? I mean, yeah, that's kind of fair. Being a Habs fan in Ontario sucks. Ian Clark signed 2.5 for 4 years. They ain't doing that well. We need Taylor Hall to get the first overall pick. That's kind of fair. That's fair. I'll say that. That honestly kind of does make sense. I get stared at everywhere I go in my jersey, but I'm legally blind, so I really don't care. That's crazy, Strongy Funny Man. Legally blind, eh? That's really interesting. Honestly, I never understood why Markstrom got a 6x6. I liked him, but he had a good season and a half. He got a 6x6 because the Calgary Flames haven't had a number one certified or bona fide starting goaltender since Mika Kiprusoff, and it's been a very long time. I'm a Canucks fan living in Montreal. That is awesome, Thompson. Buffalo should relocate. Nice. There's my second favorite, Detroit. That's awesome, Jamie. Awesome to see that. I can see you're a big Panthers fan as well. Nice to see you, man. Melody Martin is probably secretly happy they're losing. Channel was probably booming. Honestly, that's kind of fair. That's kind of fair. For hockey YouTubers specifically, everybody who makes videos on this platform kind of recognizes the formula. Bad stories and tragic stories and, like, you know, making fun of other teams' stories, those do a lot better than, like, oh, let's make a video about how good the Chicago Blackhawks have been doing. No, let's make a video about how terrible the Buffalo Sabres have been, because that's going to get more views, that's going to get more attention. There's a lot of people that love to laugh at teams that are doing poorly, then celebrate when teams are doing well, because that's just kind of how human nature is. We like to make ourselves feel better by trashing on those that are below us, especially when those people below us are people making millions of dollars every year playing for the Buffalo Sabres and a hockey team. So it's fun to go ahead and make fun of those people. Sen's back at it tomorrow. Yes, Rich, that is true. I'm a Canucks fan living in Edmonton, Alberta. Oh boy, Brian, that must be filled with a lot of debates. Fire Virtanen, fire Myers, fire Eriksson, Benning, Holtby, Beagle, fire Roussel, and fire Virtanen twice. Are you a space fan? What do you mean by space? Like outer space? Like interstellar outer space? I like space. Space is cool. Frick and Morty taught me anything. Space is pretty cool. I don't mind Myers. He's not worth his contract, but he isn't really that bad. Plus, he has a 10-foot stick. Not many players have that advantage. That's fair. I honestly do think that Myers has played pretty okay this year. It's just the contract is terrible, and we all kind of know that. Hot take, Markey will only play 5 years of that deal. Calgary will buy him out because they have to rebuild, and they want Markey out after having 3 seasons of posting $750. Oh yeah, that is really bad. That's why all the videos about David Ayres whooping Toronto got so many views. Yeah, exactly. Also, the fact that the David Ayres story is like a 1 in a million chance thing of happening. Like, imagine losing to a guy that works for your team. That's your Zamboni driver. Like, that's crazy. Yuppers, eh? Like, SpaceX, rockets, and stuff. I mean, I can't say I dislike that stuff. I will say I'm not really educated on that. Like, I need to learn more about it to actually have a conversation properly about it. But yeah, it's cool. Why did Shara get traded to the Caps? He didn't get traded. He was a free agent and he signed in Washington. Yo, imagine Buffalo hires Claude Julien. That'd be so cool. Maybe then, like, they wouldn't change their lines ever. They'd just go out there doing their thing. Buffalo is the best. Name me one player with a better neck than Tyler Myers. You can't. Exactly. He's the best D-man ever. Neck. Best neck. Elias Pettersson comes to mind. He's got a pretty big neck. Of course, though, Myers is like the GOAT in that category. I'm really hoping Jim Benning sees that Ian Clark effect, since Markstrom's decline pretty much proves the impact that Clark had. That's fair. It's just that Markstrom did start off the year in Calgary really well. And I don't want to take that away from him. It's just that he was overplayed. So, Chris Webb, he signed as a free... Yeah. Flyers suck in the chat. I had a blast with the David Ayres thing. It was so easy to make fun of people for so long. Yeah, exactly. Like, imagine cheering for a hockey team that loses to their own Zamboni driver, you know? That's kind of crazy. Really, really nutty stuff over there. But, yeah. Flyers suck in the chat. Let's, I don't know. The game was supposed to start at 7:30. I guess we can wrap up our stream soon. We already did the jersey unboxing. I gotta post some cool pictures on the Twitter about this amazing little thing over here because I love it so much. Cole Caufield, bud. Cole Caufield. People are gonna be like, oh, why is there a C at the beginning? Yeah, because there were 2 Caufields playing for the Badgers that year. How are the Flyers even doing this year? They're not doing as well as people thought they would. You know, remember in the playoffs last year, everybody thought Philly would be that powerhouse? No, they're really not this year. Carter Hart is bad. And, like, the rest of the team, I mean, Konechny's doing pretty okay in terms of scoring goals, but he's still being played in the 4th line. So, like, you know. Blackhawks has a better neck, thanks to his turtlenecks. That's a good one. Buffalo hires John Tortorella. Google Tyler Myers' neck and look at the... No, I'm not looking at the Photoshop. I already seen that. That was posted on the Canucks Reddit so many times. His, like, extremely long, like, neck all the way there. How many minutes till the game? RK Vlogs Con, I don't know if you've been here, but the Canucks game got postponed. So, yeah, it's not being played tonight. Julian has health issues. Don't think he's going to Buffalo. That wouldn't be good to his health. Oh my goodness, that's savage. That is savage. Who votes the Kraken better than Buffalo? Wasn't there some Buffalo newspaper that was doing like NHL power rankings and they had Seattle as the 30th team and Buffalo as the 31st? Something like that. Every team is better than Buffalo. Yeah. Yeah. Low key. Myers reminds me of Sid from Ice Age. That's kind of bullying right there. That's kind of bullying right there. RK Vlogs, poor guy. Oh, man. Yeah, sorry, man, but the game is postponed. It's not happening tonight. So, yeah. But Sid from Ice Age? Oh, man. That's a really weird comparison. Really weird comparison over there. Okay. So, do you have any, like, last thoughts? Anything that we just want to get out there? Just because I think I'll probably end the stream off now. Because there's no game, I might just go to Tim Hortons, get another ice cap. Because I kind of need the caffeine, you know. But, yeah. Ah, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. So beautiful over here. So beautiful. The best are in the Caufield right there. Kraken are going to be better than Buffalo. What's your take of Travis Green as a coach? I wouldn't mind him getting an extension. Are there things I wish he did a little different? But I'm okay with him a little longer. Yeah, I wouldn't be too opposed if they brought back Green. It's just like, you know that the roster that he's working with and the schedule that he was working with is partly... That's like a very big reason as to why the Canucks were terrible for the first beginning part of this year. But yeah. Can we talk about Schmidt? Is that a good contract? Is he playing up to it? I fear he turns into Sutter and just becomes a cheerleader guy. I like Schmidt a lot. It's just, I don't know if I would... Like, he's a good quality player. It's just the contract's a little much. Especially towards, like, the end, you know? Thanks for having your channel. Thank you, Ely. I appreciate that. Nope, just a good stream overall. Have a good night, Lego. Yeah, I think we're probably going to end things off right here now. I gotta post pictures of this on Twitter just because. Look at it. It's so good. But yeah, thank you so much, guys, for hanging out here with us. Laval Rocket, Buffalo. Do you think the Canucks will sign Pettersson? I think they should. They probably should. Al's coming in here. Oh my goodness. That's like... Okay, no. Thank you so much, Al. I'm doing the math. That's like 5 ice caps right there. 20 more minutes of stream, please. I enjoy the hangout. You know what, man? Hey, you got it. Let's do it. 20 more minutes. We've got, it's 7:16 right now. Let's just end things off at about 7:35. But, yeah. We can stick around for a little bit. Tim Hortons is open until like 11, so it'll be fine. It'll be fine. But yes, thank you so much, Al. I appreciate that. LOL, yay, the battle for 6th is delayed. Please don't call it the battle for 6th place. That makes me feel bad. Pearson for Dahlin. You know, I pulled a Jonathan Dahlin card in Hut the other day. It's the team of the week, 78 overall, but it's got like Spark and Speedster or whatever, or Spark and another synergy that was really good. But yeah, I don't like Jonathan Dahlin, dude, crazy. Oh no, some people were already saying goodnight and now they left. It's okay, we can just still hang out here for another 20 minutes, I guess. Thanks, Al. I'll probably go at like 7:35 just to get an ice cap, but yeah. Let's just talk, just have another conversation about stuff. Was Goss Despair claimed off of waivers? No, he was not. He cleared. And now the Philadelphia Flyers are, I mean, they lost a game without him. So, I don't want to imply that he was, like, really good anyway, that he was going out there and being the reason why they were scoring goals, but, you know. Tim Hortons, Canada, cheaper version of Starbucks. That's kind of fair. It is a lot cheaper than Starbucks. Like, you can get a medium ice cap for, like, $3, so, yeah. Dahlin from Buffalo. Dahlin, you mean. Rasmus Dahlin. They're spelt differently. They are spelt differently. Al coming in again. Oh, man. Thank you so much, Al, for the 7. On my drive home from Tim's, the game got delayed, so I came prepared. Thanks for extending the stream. Yeah, for sure, man. I was like, normally I wouldn't really extend it if we're doing just like a normal hype stream because we have to watch the game. But because there's no game tonight, because there's like different circumstances, it's a lot easier to just make that decision on the fly, you know? Like, it wouldn't really hurt anybody to like continue on the stream. It would hurt people if we were streaming for the game and there was a game. Because if there was an actual game, like, you know, people want to watch the game, right? So, but the fact that there's no game, you know, makes things a lot easier for us to do that. Can you believe Buffalo won 6-1? I honestly can't, but you know what? I'm kind of forced to believe it, so good for Buffalo. Who else is Philly putting on waivers after getting his blank handed to them by the worst team? I don't know. They should put that Travis Konechny on waivers, and the Canucks should claim him. That would be really good. Have the cousins, Bo Horvat and Travis Konechny, playing together. Ice caps are good. They are very good. Imagine being American, playing hockey and not having Tim's, and asking your parents, can we get McDonald's? Ew, just weird. I mean, I don't want to disrespect the Mickey D's, for sure. I don't want to disrespect McDonald's, but yeah. Do you think the Canucks protect Cole Lind from expansion draft? I think they should. Would you? I'd protect Lind over Jake Virtanen. Me too. I would as well. There was always that like spooky, could Cole Lind become the next version of Hunter Shinkaruk going around? But I'd love to see him actually get a chance first before we make that decision. Or excuse me, before we conclude that conversation, right? Is it true that Winnipeg is the city? What do you mean, the city? Winnipeg is a city in Manitoba. That is true. Starbucks cost me an arm and a leg for something. If I wasn't so lazy, I could make myself so... I could make myself so expensive. Yeah, a lot of, like, drinks are not too difficult to make. You just need the proper equipment. But yeah, I was never really, like, a Starbucks guy, you know? I mean, when you think of Starbucks, you usually associate it with, like, girls, but, you know, even just, like, the warm coffee. I've never actually had, like, hot coffee before. Like, all the coffee that I've ever had, it's, like ice caps and, like, ice frappuccinos and all that. Never had, like, hot coffee before in my life. I gotta go to bed. Have a good night. Bye, everybody. Nice stream. Hey, thank you, Chris, for stopping by here. I appreciate that, man. So low-key, a guy I want to succeed more than anyone in the NHL is Erik Karlsson. Like, that's how much I like the guy. I choose him over anyone in the Canucks. Well, Erik Karlsson also has that really, like, unfortunate story of being in a position where he thought he was signing with, like, a cup contender. And the comments that he made where he was like, yeah, I didn't sign up to lose again. Like, I didn't sign with San Jose to go through another 10 years of what I went through in Ottawa. Like, you know, that kind of hits deep, you know, it really does. You can tell the guy's, like, super competitive, so I can understand that for sure. Do McDonald's $2 game day Big Mac still apply? That's a good question. They do have the promo, I just don't know if it applies today because of the postponement. I have used that promo a few times, though. Like, there's a McDonald's near our house here, and, yeah. Yes, we call it white girl wasted in high school because we had girls going 3 times a day. Oh, boy. Don't want to generalize, but we will say that stereotypes exist for a reason, I guess. Now, whether that's a valid reason, that's up for debate, but, yeah, Starbucks, eh? Was a lot more of, like, a Tim's guy, especially since at the BCIT campus, there is a Tim Hortons, so it was just a lot more accessible for everybody. Don't get me wrong, there was a Starbucks on campus as well, but it was kind of in the main building. Like, the broadcast center at BCIT, where all of my classmates would just hang out. Like, we were really close beside the Tim Hortons, so it was a lot more easier just to go to Tim's. Ricard Raquel, to be honest, the best player in the NHL. You mean Toronto Maple Leafs legend Ricard Raquel? Yeah, he's a pretty good player right there. Should the Canucks deal out Schmidt? That contract is starting to scare me. Whether or not they should, that's up to you, but I don't think they would because they just acquired him. But, yeah. The contract is pretty scary. It looks like it could be in the next few years. Ooh, crispy camera. Yeah. We made it bigger this time. Like, normally the camera is like, it's like this. Or, excuse me, it's a different size, but yeah. I had a Starbucks next to my high school and I had to walk by it every day and I hated, oh my goodness, all of the people causing traffic. Jake has disappointed us all because he has the tools, but he just doesn't use them. Yeah, similar profile to Owen Power, I think. Like, if Owen Power doesn't pan out in the NHL, that's going to be the reason why. Should the Canucks deal out Schmidt? I went to high school in downtown, so everyone was rich. Really? Jeez, downtown high school? That's crazy. I could never imagine going to school, like, in a very highly urbanized, industrial area. Oh, man. Just saw the Leafs-Jets game. They won tonight. Have to go to bed now. Bye. That's all good, Jacob Place. Thank you for being here, man. I appreciate that. We'll get the stream going on for another 10 minutes, but yeah. Would you recommend going to BCIT? Honestly, I would. It really depends on what you want to do. Because, like, you know, whenever people think, oh, statistics or, like, sciences, everybody thinks UBC. Sauder, business school, that's great. But the thing with BCIT is that they really, like, they really push everything on you quickly. And you take all the classes at once, so therefore you graduate a lot sooner. Also, a lot of BCIT learning, it's very application-based rather than theory-based. Don't get me wrong, you learn the theory as well, but there's a lot more of a bigger emphasis, I feel, in BCIT on application, rather than just learning everything about theory for the first 2 years before you actually get any experience doing what it is that you're studying. So, when it comes to, like, trades, you know, plumbing, architecture, dentistry, nursing, are those trades? I don't think they're trades, but, construction, you know, building things, welding, that stuff's great at BCIT. And the business side of it as well, you know, I went there for the School of Business, and, like, I was out there for the broadcast or radio arts program, and it was good. It was good. They definitely did help out in some skills that I definitely do use in YouTube today, so I'm grateful. I'm angry. Horvat, Lindholm, Anderson, Markstrom, and Demko all lost me games for fantasy. Oh no, because they didn't play. Oh, that's unfortunate. Would you consider doing a subsystem like Clay, like paid memberships, like perks of members only streams or something? I've considered it, but like, the thing with me is that I spend so much time making content already that I don't know if I would be able to fit in like other extra content while also having a life on top of that. Because the way that my YouTube channel is assorted, especially financially, like, I don't need the extra support. Like, having another form of income would be awesome, in theory. It's just, when I think about whether or not it's, like, really necessary, especially with, like, the lifestyle that I live where I'm already making content all the time, like, I don't know if the happiness to monetary benefit would, like, really work out in the proper way. I don't know if I'm explaining that properly, but, like, it might be worth it to get, like, you know, the extra perks for those who really want to support it, but I don't know if me personally as a guy who lives the life, who goes outside, gets ice caps and buys action figures while also balancing a YouTube channel that he works on full-time every time that he's not outside, would be able to balance that out emotionally speaking, you know? Does that make sense? Let me know if that makes sense, because I was just kind of rambling there. Flyers going to be called the Laughingstock now. Let's go, Leafs win, Pog. Where'd you get that Besser jersey? This was given to me as a gift. And then because of reasons, I'm not allowed to talk about where I got this Caufield jersey. But yeah, this Caufield jersey, very good. Wisconsin pride over there. Buffalo won a game. Thoughts on Caufield? I love Cole Caufield. My high school had 3K people. That is, wow, that is crazy. My high school only had 1,000. So that's crazy, dude. I'm hungry. Also, I'm lazy AF. Yeah. I can kind of relate. I mean, I had chicken wings earlier today, so that's good. Mine has 1,200. My elementary has 600. Elementary school with 600 people? Dude, that's crazy. Think Olympic hockey will happen now? Such a burnout last time. Oh, you know the NHL wants to go out there and send their athletes to China. You know that's definitely going to be the plan. Whether or not that actually happens with the regulations and the virus, who knows? How many points do you think Caufield will get in his career high? Let's say minimum, like, 45. Minimum. Max? Oh, there could be, like, a big number for the max, but minimum 45, I would think. Like, in the worst-case scenario year for Caufield, he doesn't pan out, he still gets 20 goals in a year. I still think that's possible for him. Of course, though, there's, like, the very real possibility that he maybe just goes out there and just, like, doesn't do anything, but, I mean, I think that's not... I don't know if that's likely, in my opinion, at least. Are you still going to BCIT? No, I graduated BCIT in 2020. So it's been almost a year, actually, since I've been out, which is crazy. That Caufield jersey, though, yeah. Donskoy Hattie. My high school accepted 11 classes of SEC 1, so already few gym classes are rarely going to the gym. Instead, we go to the random classes and do squats. That sounds great. Nice high school education over there. Jake Vertanen's tools are like a broken crayon and the weight gain 5,000. Oh my goodness. They don't have the cap space and he already cleared. What's going on, Sean Avery? It's been a long time. It's been a while, Sean Avery. You should start a TikTok? No, I'm not starting a TikTok. Connor McDavid turning into the new Marchand. I can already imagine the game now. The great Connor Headhunter McDavid. That's a great one. That sounds like a great nickname. Imagine having your nickname as Headhunter. It sounds so lethal. Hey Lego, how's it going? How many big trades do you expect on the deadline? Cam, what's going on, man? How many big trades do I expect? I don't know about big trades, but like, I mean, Taylor Hall is probably like the obvious one, but I don't know. We'll probably see Bernier get moved. We'll probably see a few other goalies get moved. Might see Tanner Pearson go. I don't know. But I'm not sure how many I'm expecting. Soja Productions, hi, gotta go. What's going on? For, Soja over there. Thank you so much for being here, man. I appreciate that. Avs are choking the Coyotes. Did you see Cam York sign his debut contract? Yes. All the NTDP guys are getting their contracts. Cam York signed. Spencer Knight signed. Obviously, we had Cole Caufield sign. Matt Boldy signed as well with the Wild, so he's going to join them. That's going to be great. But yeah, all the NTDP guys, they're signing. My town has 16,000 players and has 4. Why is everyone hating on McDavid so much? He's trying to do his best Mark Messier impression. Oh, no. Don't even go there, man. Don't even go there. Actually, you know what? If that means that Connor McDavid eventually comes to Vancouver once as like a player in a free agency setting, I don't know. Donskoy had a hat trick 7 minutes into the game. I thought it was Connor 50% Cap McDavid. Can you report on what Austin Matthews had for breakfast today? Probably some pancakes and a side dose of a Justin Bieber album. I don't know. We'll see. My town has 16,000 people and 4 elementary. One has 600, 3 have 400. Those are some really specific numbers, Dawes. Interesting. Hi, what's going on, Khaled? How are you doing? Who should the Canucks trade at the deadline? I mean, if they trade Jake Virtanen, that'd be cool. Guys, stop putting it all on McDavid. Every player gets a little too frustrated. That's fair. That's fair. It's just kind of funny, I think. Let's do the No, Al, you're not... Don't try to tempt fate with those hashtags, Al. I see those, Al. I'm not going to entertain those hashtags, Al. The Sabres did what now? Yeah, the Sabres won a game. They won for the first time in like 2 months. So, yeah, that's, it's kind of a big feat, I think. Imagine winning after losing for 2 months in a row. How good must that feel? I haven't seen any of the footage, by the way. Like, I'm imagining, like, how strong that Selly should have been. You know, like Rasmus Dahlin better have a smile on his face after that one. 6-1, that's a good win for sure. Especially over a Philly team that's been very vulnerable the past few weeks. Brian says, whatever, bud. Connor Bedard leads the WHL in points with 19 in 10 games. Yeah. Connor Bedard, dude. Absolute legend over there already. Can I see the front of that Caufield jersey, please? Yes, for sure. This is the front over here. It's got the Wisconsin writing on it. Big Ten, Wisconsin. Very, very nice. Very nice over here, I think. Wisconsin right there. Big Ten. Oh, man, that's my second Big Ten jersey. I have a Dylan Larkin Michigan jersey as well. So, that's nice. Boldy, Kaprizov, Fiala. Not bad at all, yeah. Not to mention Marat Kusnedinov and Marco Rossi you still have to add. Marco freaking Rossi, dude. Oh, man, the top point scorer in the CHL. Crazy. Who is better, Calgary or Vancouver? I mean, I'll probably say Vancouver, but I mean, it could go either way, depending on the day. We'll see what happens next time these two teams play, whenever that's going to be. I wanted Boldy. I know a lot of people that really wanted Boldy, yeah, for sure. It's almost impossible for high jump sprints to qualify. You don't have to take your frustration on KK. Yeah, that's true. McJesus isn't even on KK's level. Do you think Calgary or Vancouver gets into the playoffs? Honestly, if I had to make a bet, probably not. But, like, if somebody surprises me, then cool. Cool. No Canucks game tonight? Yeah, no Canucks game tonight. Lego, do you think we could get Boldy from Minnesota for Edler and Pearson? I mean, I don't know. I think they would want a big haul for Matt Boldy, especially since they just signed him. I feel like Benning could have got Demko at $4 million. I'm sure if Benning could have had it, he would have, but I mean, Thatcher the Snatcher still got to get paid, so good for him at least. Here's sort of a hot take in 2022 when all the bad contracts on the Canucks end. We should go make a big splash in free agency and acquire a big player. That's like the Mark Messier story waiting to happen again, dude. I hope Melody Barton can go to sleep happy now. Loving Caulfield, me too. Lego is the most underrated hockey YouTuber. Prove me wrong. I mean, there are a whole bunch of other names that I would list before myself, especially on this platform. But I appreciate the kind words. It's Logan for sure. Hey, Lego, do you think they should sign Holloway this season? The Oilers? Yeah, they absolutely should. If you mean, yeah, it has to be the Oilers. There's no other team that is allowed to sign Dylan Holloway until, like, 2023 or whatever. So, yeah. I would not be surprised, though, if they, like, told him to go back. It's just, he's already spent 2 years in Wisconsin. He's been good. So, yeah. In my league, I play basketball. I play 3-3. Oh, I play BB. What is BB? Does. 9 goals, 4 games, 15 points, but my season is over. That's really good. When Eriksson's contract ends, who should the Canucks sign? How about Connor McDavid? Thanks for the stream, Lego. Yes, thank you so much, Al. It is now 7:36, so the extra 20 minutes has been filled out here. I appreciate everybody for being here, guys. But just reading off the last thoughts in this chat. Such a cool jersey. Caufield for Richard. Yeah, Isaac. Hopefully he gets one of those one day. Edler, Pearson, and Eriksson. That's a lot better, I think. Why is the game postponed? Because Adam Gaudette tested positive. But, yeah, guys, thank you so much for hanging out here. I think we're going to end the stream off now. Very nice, healthy hangout stream that we had here. It's been a while, so it's very nice to get this one off my chest and just going out here talking about stuff. So, yeah, thank you so much for hanging out with us here on the stream. It should have been Vancouver, Calgary, but no, the game was postponed. We'll see what happens when the game actually comes back. But, yeah, I'll see you guys soon in another stream. Thank you for being here. Also, check out the YouTube channel and subscribe if you see value in the content that we create. But yes, to everybody here in the chat, Dawes, Paragra, It's Logan, Thomas, BJ Ballin, the Quaking Curry Kid with a Smudge, Giorno, Cam, Carzell, Soviet Union, Isaac, Al, Among, Sarah and Steven, John over here, Alex, Shabad, Brian, Sean, Avery, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us here. I hope you enjoyed this stream. Social Trolls 99. And bye. Oh man, how are we gonna do this now? There's no extra screen that we can go out there and put. I think we're just gonna have to end it here. Thank you so much for being here, guys. I appreciate it.